When Steve was a little boy, he really wanted to go into a cave near his home, but an old man told him not to go because it was dangerous. Steve never forgot about that cave. When Steve grows up, he finally goes into the cave. Inside, he finds two magical items, the Orb of Dominance and the Earth Crystal. When he puts them together, a portal opens. It leads to a new world made of blocks, called the Overworld. In the Overworld, Steve starts building. He makes a beautiful land using his creativity. People in the Overworld love Steve for what he created. Steve finds a wild wolf. At first, the wolf is cautious, but Steve shows kindness. Steve gives him a name, Dennis. Dennis becomes Steve's loyal companion, always by his side on adventures. He follows Steve through forests, watches him build, and even helps protect him from danger. This moment is really heartwarming because it shows that Steve isn't alone in this new world. Dennis is more than just a pet. He's a best friend and a brave helper. But one day Steve and Dennis are walking through the Minecraft world. They find an old jungle temple hidden deep in the forest. Inside the temple, they see something strange, a door they have never seen before. It glows and looks like it's made from dark blocks with red lights moving through it. Dennis feels scared and says they should not go near it. But Steve is curious. He touches the door, and suddenly, it opens. They both walk through the door. Right away, everything changes. They are no longer in the normal Minecraft world. This place is dark and scary. The sky is always black. The ground looks broken and strange. Everything feels wrong. Worse, when they turn around, the door is gone. Now, they are trapped. Steve tries to stay calm. And then they meet Malgosia, the queen of Nether, the evil pigling who rules the Nether. Steve says, "Let Dennis and take me instead." Malgosia says, "I will take both of you." Steve shows her the magical cube, the most power orb in the world. She has now gotten what she always wanted. But Steve couldn't let this happen. This cube had saved his life, but now he had to save it, so they escaped and stole back the orb. And then Steve gave the orb to Dennis to take it to Earth and hide it in his house. Dennis was a hero that day. He hides the orb in Steve's house under his bed. Then Steve says now the orb is safe as long as some doffs doesn't find it. Then the scene shifts, and we see Carrot Carrison, who in the late 1980s took the gaming world by storm, becoming the champion of the Hunk City game, which he was later nicknamed as the Garbage Man. He buys things from Steve's old house and finds the orb and crystal. At the same time, two kids, Henry and Natalie, move to Chew Glass. Their real estate agent is Dawn, a woman who just wants to sell houses. Henry plays with the orb and crystal in Garrett's store. It opens the portal again. Henry, Natalie, and Dawn all fall into the overworld. Garrett accidentally falls in too. Malgosia sees the portal is open again and forces Steve to help her, saying she has his dog Dennis. Monsters come out at night, just like in Minecraft. Henry builds a wooden house to stay safe, but the earth crystal breaks. The next morning, Steve shows up and saves them. He says they need to find a new earth crystal in a dangerous place called the Woodland Mansion. The group goes to a village to get tools and armor. Piglins attack the village. Natalie and Dawn get lost but find Dennis the dog and become friends. Garrett and Steve argue about getting diamonds instead of saving Natalie. They ride fast minecarts through a cave. A giant monster called the Great Hog chases them. It gets blown up by creepers. The team escapes.